Welcome to Six's Word on the Curve, sponsored by LMT.
What we're not doing is shutting down the curb. This is how we get the news. This is how we get the 411, the T.
What is up, my curbsters? I hope everybody is having a good start to their Mother's Day weekend. But of course, my nosy butt is staying stuck to the curb, honey, trying to get some additional tea about all of this stuff that's going on with Kevin Samuels, because it's still is information out there. Good afternoon, everyone. Don't forget to make sure to tag your favorite somebody. For those who are on my YouTube or podcast, just remember that we normally have our lives within our Sixes Word on the Curb group, where we all discuss everything that's happening, and then it is uploaded to YouTube in the podcast. So I just wanted to take this time out to, get everything situated and bring all the tea that I am hearing out here in these curb streets. Now, we all was doing speculations about Kevin Samuels, and was it true about his death? Did he pass away? Yada yada who. And apparently, that ended up being confirmed that it was Kevin Samuels that was they found the body of a male who was now responsive, and in the police report it identified as Kevin Samuels, right? So we do have that confirmation. As we stated before, it was him. But now there is circulation going on about the female that he was with. Now that is where we are turning the tables to as of now, okay? So I just want everybody to know that this is not confirmed information. This is alleged information about the woman that he was with. I'm going to show some of the information that I have come across during my investigation as well. Okay, so just keep that in mind. This is not confirmed. This is alleged information. I do not have proof of this, but this is what is circulating on the streets. Okay, so first I want to go ahead and see who's all connected to the curb. Oh, I see Geronda's in the curb. Hey everyone, thanks for joining in. Trouble T is on deck. Hey y'all, good afternoon. I can't listen right now. I'll catch the replay. Okay, I'll catch the replay. This is not going to be long. This is not going to take a long time to go over, but depending on how the conversation sways, then it could potentially be something we can further investigate amongst ourselves, because sometimes that's what we do. But let me just come on and bring up this police report so that we could take a look at what the police report says. Okay, now this is the police report that is circulating amongst social media, and it does involve the person who we are going to be discussing. And then I got some links and stuff to you guys that comes up with this information about the person that he was with as well. So in this incident report, it does state on May 5th, 2022, Ferrero unit number 2205 responded to a call at this address regarding a person injured. Upon arrival, Ferrero observed the fire department engine number 21, performing CPR on a Black male unresponsive on the floor of his apartment. I then met blank, who identified the male as Mr. Kevin Samuels. Blank stated that she met Mr. Samuels last night, came to his apartment, spent the night with him. And blank also said that early morning, Mr. Samuels complained of chest pain, and she attempted to help him, but he fell on top of her and proceeded to notify 911. Miss Alcantara also said she requested the 911 operator to contact the front desk for a defibrillator to keep Mr. Samuels responsive until Grady arrived because she is a nurse. Grady bus number 741, Mr. Samuels was later transported to Piedmont Hospital by Grady bus number 741. Now, the reason why I wanted to read this whole entire report that was done, because they are saying Ortiz and Cantata, and I know I'm chopping and butchering up the names, so just bear with me, you guys. But they saying that she is a trans woman and her born name is Omar. Okay, so let's just ponder on that for a minute, because they already said that she would that the female was not a Black woman or a white woman. I think they said that that female was Hawaiian or had a Hawaiian descent or something to that nature. But she wasn't Black. And from what everybody has been saying, this was the same female that was in the live that he did the night before he passed away. They're also saying that she was an escort. This is all alleged information, okay? This is all alleged information, but from what they're saying, that Encanta was a trans woman born named Omar, okay? And that she was an escort. Now, I came across a page, and I'm going to show this page as well so you guys can see this too, because this is the information where I'm getting it from as well. So let me pull this up. But my whole thing is, we've all said that we saw that one video of Kevin Samuels when his camera flipped and it showed a man in his bed, and everybody was doing speculations that he was in the LGBTQ community. And if this is true, then this kind of goes in with the reason why he may have been so abusive with women when he would speak to them on their lives. Now, this is what the streets are saying, so this is not my particular opinion about him, but this is what they're saying, that this is one of the reasons why he was so abusive to women, Black women in particular, on the live, is because that Black women have a tendency to down a man when they are still in the closet and haven't came out, and they may be acting or doing things that is not, quote unquote, in the heterosexual form, okay? And that they tend to downgrade them and stuff like that, and that he was in the closet about his sexuality because of this reason, and that was one of the reasons why he was, lashing out at Black women when they would do his live. Now, this is what the streets were saying, okay? And this is what I was picking up from some of the chats of people who were going live, who was discussing this matter and everything like that. So my whole thing is, that's really messed up, because if that's who you were, then that's who you should have came out, because he was making it seem like you know, Black women were, you know, just these evil women who couldn't get a man or couldn't get married because of this, that, and the third of what they were saying. Okay. So what I did come across was I was able to come up on this site that seems to be circulating and people are picking up on in regards to Kevin Samuels and being rumored to have been living with a trans woman who was a hooker at their apartment. And this is prior to his death. Now, this is what this article is saying. And give me a second, I'm gonna pull this article up so you guys can check this out as well. Because, you know, I'm just reporting what I see, honey. I'm just reporting what I see. So let's see here. This is the article, and you guys, this is where I'm getting the information from what some of the other bloggers are saying. Okay, and this is about the person that was living with him. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't have proof of this, but this is just the rumors that's going around. And in addition, people are kind of acting saying that he was not living with anybody, that, you know, he was not living with a trans woman, he wasn't living with anybody in particular, but that the person that he was with the night that he passed away was a trans woman who goes by the born name of Omar, and that was the person who contacted 911 when he fell out on her. They're also saying, allegedly, all of this is alleged, that it was due to him having Red Bull, cocaine, and sex, because they're saying that he fell out on her in the act. This is what the rumors are saying. But let's get into this article that I want to go over in regards to him being rumored to have been living with a trans woman. So apparently, from what all of these speculations and stuff, they are saying that he was part of the LGBTQ community, but he was still in the closet. He had not came out. So under this article, which is by hiphop.vibe.com, you guys can check this out as well. It says Kevin Samuels rumored to have been with a trans woman before dying. On Thursday, social media exploded after rumors surfaced that Kevin Samuels had passed away. The relationship lifestyle coach guru was rumored to have died at his apartment in Atlanta at the age of 57. Again, this police report said that he was a different age, so I'm not sure whether or not this age is correct or not. Up until Friday, there had been no official confirmation that Samuels did pass away, but we did get that information. TMZ confirmed today, though, that Samuels did pass yesterday. Police arrived at his home on Thursday morning after a call about him being unresponsive. Someone also said that Samuels was injured. Samuels was reportedly with a woman who had spent the night with him. After meeting on Wednesday night, this woman stated that Samuels revealed he was suffering from chest pain and soon fell on top of her. Many people online didn't like Samuels at all due to his controversial relationship takes that he gave to Black women. Samuels had over 1.2 million Instagram followers and was very influential on social media with his opinions. Yeah, he really was. Now, a rumor is surfacing about the woman Samuels was with. This person is said to be a 30-year-old trans woman who was a hooker. Samuels was also allegedly living in an apartment with them due to not being able to rent a place of his home, which this is why I said I don't believe that this was the situation, but that I do believe that the person that he was with the night that he passed away or the day that he passed away was what they were really referring to, that person who contacted 911 was the trans woman. Okay. This is one of the tweets that went out saying, and Kevin Samuels was using Viagra on a 30-plus year old transsexual, aka male hooker, while living in a rented apartment at the big age of 56 in someone else's name, since he has bad credit and can't rent in his own, and dying from bad health and all alone and unmarried. This is the tea. This is what one of the posts said. Okay, now this is why I said this is so fascinating, because this is the same person who was, lashing out on people about how they were living and what they were doing and not able to obtain a significant other or mate or spouse or whatever because of how they were living. And then all of a sudden this information about him is coming out. And again, I'm trying to tell you guys, I don't know if this stuff is true. So I'm saying all of this is alleged until additional information come out, because we still haven't received like the autopsy report or anything like that. That's probably going to take a month plus for us to get that information anyway. So what we do on the curb, as soon as we get that autopsy report, we going in, because I want to see what he passed away for. If any of this stuff was in his system, they're saying the Red Bull cocaine was his drug of choice. They're saying Viagra on here in this article. Like, really, what's the tea? What was really in his system during at the time of his death? So that's what I want to delve into. Kevin Samuels rumored to have been with the trans woman before dying, and I think her name is pronounced Artis and Cantor, and the name goes by her born name goes by Omar. So I'm gonna keep looking into this information, you guys, to try to see if I can dig out more information on whether or not this is true. I know there are plenty of bloggers out there that are picking up on this and discussing it and going live. And from what I'm understanding, people who may know a little bit more information are contacting the bloggers to put this information out there. So we're going to stay in the loop. So again, if you guys haven't heard, they're saying that he passed away from Red Bull, cocaine, and sex, that the woman that he was with the night of him passing was a trans woman, and her born name was Omar. So I'm going to stay on top of this so that we can get the tea. And if you guys know any additional information, or you want to share that information with us, please, by all means, y'all know y'all can send that information to me as well, because I'm also hearing that he did not have a good relationship with his mom, and she found out on social media that he passed away. And they're coming up with all types of stuff about his mom's relationship, that they didn't have a good relationship. It had been years that they have spoken to each other prior to his passing, which is sad. And that they said that it just wasn't a good relationship between the two of them. Now, I do have a picture of what they're saying. This is potentially his mom, and that she is, devastated of this whole thing, and had, really upset that she had to find out this way. So this is what they're saying. This is a picture, so-called picture of Kevin Samuels' mom, that they had a bad relationship. They weren't really on speaking terms. I don't know if this is true information. This is alleged. And that they she ended up finding out about his death on social media. So this is just really sad information, but I am going to stay up on this so I could get the tea. And you guys, I will keep you posted as well, so that you will be able to know what's going on with this whole thing. Stay tuned. See you in the chat, and we'll be able to bring you some additional information. All right, my curses, I am up out of here. I hope you have a blessed and wonderful day. And as always, I will see you on the curb. Peace.